So I'm on the Carthago stand at the CMT Trade Fair Stuttgart, January 2016. This is a Carthago Chic S Plus, and a vehicle which weighs around 4 tons, although you can take it up to 6.7 if you so wish. That'll give you an extra 2.7 tons of payload should you so desire. The normal weight would, however, be 5.6, but even that gives you 1.6 tons of payload. Absolutely outstanding amount. We have here a look around the table. We've got a spare bed above the driving position. We have incredibly nicely appointed kitchen. Various types of beds. You can have this 2 beds like this, which obviously come, this bit here fills in, and that makes a double bed. You can have a queen's bed, you can have a widthwise bed. You've got various choice in there. Toilet. Door closers here should you want a bit of privacy. Shower. We have here a bit of hanging space. We have a bit of hanging space under here as well. And here as well. So there's plenty of place to put your clothes, and under the steps as well there are places for your shoes and what have you. Now, what's it like to drive? Well, we'll find out how well it goes in a short while. So the first thing you think in a vehicle like this, well, it's 5.6 tons. It's a big vehicle. It's almost like a HGV. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit. It's huge. But when you sort of sit here and you hear the way the engine is ticking over quite quietly, you do rather think you're not in front of a lorry. Now, it's got a automatic gearbox, and so I'll just knock this into drive. So that's out and then down. And that's now in gear 1, so I'll take my foot off the brake and see how, it's going a little, it's going. Now's the hard bit, because I'm not too certain how to do this. Have I gone too far? Right. Not being my car, I don't want to smash it up. Right, now, that's great. So we're moving out, and it's incredibly easy. Which way do I go now? You know, that bus was quite close. Right. I'm sure the bus driver knew what he was doing. Right, so we've come to this. Do you know what happens now? How do we get out?
It's automatic.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure? Oh, you're right, it is. Good. I feel a bit that the engine's fighting against going too fast, though I think this is largely due to the automatic gearbox. We're now in 5th gear according to this. I don't feel as though I'm going in 5th gear. It's a heavy engine, and I can see how people would need a little bit of time to get used to it. So, despite the size of the vehicle, I think one will get used to it very quickly. You can feel that the engine is fighting back a little bit, but with an automatic gearbox, it's really easy to drive. And the gear ratios seem to be quite incredible. I mean, driving at 60 kilometers an hour and you're in 8th gear, top gear, and it seems to be doing not much more than 1,000 revs a minute. It's a very low rev vehicle, and just to take now as a guess, I'm not going to get very far, but just going over 30 k's an hour, and it's 1,500 revolutions in 5th gear. Very light as well, very light. My Ducato is much heavier than this. Of course, it's much older. There's somebody beeping his horn, but not at me. Not at the car on my left. Right, now we have a little bit of a kink in the road. And it's so light, really good. Okay, I think we're going straight ahead here, aren't we? Are they Richtungen?
Yes.
Yeah, great. But we're going to be turning left somewhere, so maybe I ought to get in the left lane. And up here, you've got a barrier in front, so we'll just smash through the barrier.
It's
okay. Yeah, so if you need long arms for a vehicle like this, and now, brake down, window up, parking off,
yes,
and into drive and up the hill. So it'd be a bit difficult when it comes to paying for the tolls on the motorway, or rather collecting the ticket and sticking your credit card in.
Right.
Turn right, okay.
Okay, left.